Hello, Fred Ack here. Fred ACC, all one word. Alrighty, we're out by the pool today. It is Tuesday, February the 9th. I'm sorry, it's not Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February the 11th. I'm in the past. I wish I was in the future. Oh well, what can you do? Tuesday, February the 11th. Alrighty, it's about 8:30 a.m. East Coast time. Sitting out by the pool. XRP at $2.49. We're going to regurgitate a little bit about XRP. We'll go into the reasons why. I want to thank you all for being here today. As always, with Fred Ack, it's one and done. I don't script this stuff out. I just kind of roll with it. The ideas that are floating around in my head. Okay, so as many of you know, I posted something on the Stupid Bowl, January the 30th. You can go back and look. Super Bowl prediction, Chiefs versus Eagles. Explained why mathematically the Eagles were the wise play on the money line, getting 11 getting odds. For every 10 you put down, you would win 11. You'd get back 21. That was the wise move. When you put bold predictions out on here, it comes with a little bit of your ego out there on the line. And of course, I have to think in my head how bad I would feel if the score was reversed and Eagles got crushed. And then if people said, gee, Fred, I lost my life savings. Well, straight up, it's not financial advice. I try to just give you good advice. Knowledge is power. As I see from my phone here, it's time for Fred Ack to get a haircut. What little hair we got left. At any rate, one of my favorite lines. We did post the Stupid Bowl prediction 11 days in advance. And congratulations to the Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. They played a dominant Super Bowl. And the money was made. As always, when you're on something that works out, the general comment is, I should have bet more. XRP, 52 cents. Back in October, generational wealth, I should have bought more. The Eagles, I should have bet more. After the horse wins, he won, but I should have bet more. It's always the case, human nature. Okay, so, with all that being said, why is the base growing for Fred Ack? Not growing huge, and I'm not on here for the financial gains. I have my, what do they call them, the bags? I have my, oh, there goes the damn phone. Sorry about that, folks. Let's repost that. I should probably modernize. Get some kind of camera with a stand. Okay, so why is the base growing? The base is growing because people are starting to realize that Fred Ack might actually have a little bit of nuggets of knowledge, something to think about that might help them along their path to whatever it might be, financial success, whatever. When it comes to financial success, the financial success is always in your hands, not in my hands. I could just give you different things to think about. You have to tweak and whittle your way to what works best for you. Okay, so I'm going to be posting something on Day Trading 101, number 8, Foundation Blocks. Why is there an advantage to those who are here early that start to look at the different postings that I post, let's say on Day Trading 101 or whatever other topic of prognosticating or wagering that it might be? Because you will have the advantage of having gone in there and absorbed the knowledge into the framework of your brain. Whereas most human beings are generally lazy. I'm one of them. Lazy as can be. They're probably not going to go back in and look at stuff over and one after another, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Some will, because they'll realize that there's something in it for them. I've often found that human nature is that when there's something in it for moi, I'll be more apt to comply. I want to get involved. I want to learn. I want to know about these things. Knowledge is power. I've professed that from day one. I used to post in front of my garage. Now I'm posting in front of the pool. So, let's get over to XRP. Why am I on here about XRP? Many times I'm regurgitating some of the same things out to you folks because I've noticed over time that many of us need a little bit of a hand-holding. When it comes to a stock that you bought that is down a bit, what do? Having a game plan is always an important thing. Me personally, I bought into the XRP for generational wealth. That was my goal when I went into it. Not looking to double my money, triple my money, quadruple my money. I'm looking for a major life-changing move. Huge. Now that's a decision that each individual person must make. Why am I in XRP? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Why did I buy the piece of land? Why did I invest in this stock? Was it to make a short-term profit? There's kind of a saying out there on the street. A fast nickel is worth more than a long dime. What does that mean? If I buy a stock and I can make 5 cents on it, profit, in a matter of 15 seconds, or I could hold it for like 9 weeks and make 10 cents profit. I'd rather make the 5 cents profit quickly and move on. So why is the base growing? The base is growing because people are starting to realize that Fred Ack might have just a small amount of knowledge swirling around in his head, and I might be able to derive something from this to advance my own personal life. Fantastic. For me, it's not an easy thing to do because I do realize that on some of the things that I post on here, I might be affecting people's lives. I will always try to post both sides to the coin. I don't just try to post a one-sided viewpoint. You can get plenty of that on here. There's plenty of people that'll tell you XRP is going to 10,000, Bitcoin's going to 10 million. Whatever you want to hear, they'll post it on here. Anything for the views. And I guess they're deriving money from this. And they run it as a business. There's nothing wrong with that. It's great. I enjoy some of the postings that I see on here. Totally enjoy the comments that I get, even the negative ones. They're pretty cool. Fred, time to upgrade the t-shirt. Fred, time to get a haircut. Why don't you shave? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But many people have very, very nice comments to say, and I appreciate that. I look forward to the day somewhere down the road, sooner than later, I hope, that people post to me and say, Fred, I jumped on board with you back in October of 2024. I got in below 60 cents. I'm in at 53 cents. This thing's now over $150, and I still own a whole bunch of it. And I want to tell you that I've completely changed my life, my family's life. That will make me a happy camper. It will also have changed my life quite a bit financially. For XRP, what I see going on, I see this evolution happening. The evolution of mathematics. There's more and more bids and asks out there. I see different sites you can go to. You can see level 2. You can see how many are bidding with the prices and how many are offered. The bids and the offers. That's level 2. Critical stuff when we get into the day trading world. I'm going to share some of my vast knowledge. I don't know what knowledge it is, but it's interesting knowledge. Another thing that I have realized is that people can come on here and spew all the baloney that they want to spew to you, but nothing changes the fact of stuff that's spoken to you before it happens and you see the after effect. Kind of like the Super Bowl prediction. I put it out there on the table about 6-7 months ago. One of my early posts was Torpeda Anna in the Kentucky Oaks. I specifically stated on that posting, which I believe is still on here somewhere, go way back when, I said at 4 to 1 odds, this horse would be a very, very wise investment. I will be putting a few ducats on it. It was 9 to 2, which is just a little better than 4 to 1 as they were going into the gate. I put down my small wager. I don't know that triggered it, but with my small wager and other wagers at the last moment, it went down to 4 to 1 odds. The horse won easily, went on to string together quite a few victories, projected herself as a champion thoroughbred racehorse. Good postings, stuff to learn. I'm looking for value. The value I saw in XRP was that at that time, at 52 cents, this had the potential to run from what little that I follow of it all. And that is little, and I'm straight up about it. I'm not sitting here dwelling over all the different intricacies. I'm looking at the big picture from outside the box. Outside the box, what do I see going on? I see ETFs coming. What does ETFs mean? Exchange traded funds. So why are they creating these things? Because they are going to be able to make monies from it. Like a bookmaker. Doesn't matter who wins the football game. Whichever team wins, we're making money. Whether you're buying the ETF or you're selling the ETF. They're making money from it. Wonderful. With that ETF comes regulation. There is regulation to having that ETF. This is the QSIP, the starting point of where this stuff is evolving to. The whole cryptocurrency world. I know there's hundreds of them out there, and many of them, I believe, are just like scratch-off lottery tickets. They're gambling mechanisms, and people love to gamble, and they love to gamble on the cheap. So if I can buy 80 million of this particular thing, XYZ, Shibu, Doge, whatever, Dogecoin, whatever it's called, fantastic. What I'd also learned from my stockbroking days many, many years ago was that people would rather buy 1,000 shares of XYZZ stock at $3 a share rather than buy one share of Amazon or 10 shares of Nvidia or some quality company. The reality is that if the quality company that you buy 10 shares and you invest $3,000 goes up 10% in price, you're ahead $300 at that point. If you own 1,000 shares of a $3 stock, or if you own 30,000 shares of a 10-cent stock and you lose 10% of your money, from $3,000 you're down to $2,700. So it's all about the percentage game, but yet people like to be able to say at the backyard party, oh yeah, I got 10 million of those. Okay. Would you have 10 million of this thing that's down 5%? Or would you rather have 2 of the Bitcoins that are up 50%? Purely mathematics. So with the ETFs, I'm seeing regulation starting to evolve. Also, I'm seeing the technology start to evolve these cryptocurrencies moving forward. I would expect there to be a shakeout on them. At a certain point, the average punter, player, gambler, because that's what it all is. You're investing, gambling, whatever. Wagering, that's what it all comes down to. No sugarcoating that. You could win, you could lose. That's why people are in the stock market. That's why they're in cryptocurrencies. That's why they bought this one here or that one there or whatever. Something I've never even heard of. But at a certain point, that fad will start to fade away. Also, I think with the regulation and the ETFs, the smart money, which is most people, are going to start to realize that the best opportunity for me to make a profit is going to be buying something that's exchange regulated, which will be the ETFs in the early stages, and that will maybe branch off into individual things. The same way you can buy gold by the ounce, or you can buy GLD. It's a stock that mimics gold. I think it's to the 1/100th, but I'm not positive. You have to do your homework. I always say, do your homework. Always got to check out Fred Ack. Alrighty, so we're making a posting on Day Trading 101, number 8, Fundamental Blocks. My recommendation is that if someone decides that they want to learn the craft of day trading, start to look at the building blocks that I'm posting, because to play catch up, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be time consuming. I've also found that when we start the day trading stream and you start to see what we zero in on, if things are profitable, which I strongly think they will be, people will start to take notice. This will go from a little over 1,000 subscribers to tens of thousands of subscribers. Why? Because they will gravitate to the site and say, wow, This guy posts all this stuff, and how much does he charge for it? It's free. Totally free. All you have to do, spend a little bit of your time. If it doesn't agree with you, in one ear, out the other. Knowledge is power, as I've said many times. Not financial advice. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Please take a look at the postings. Day Trading 101, number 8, Fundamental Blocks. I'm going to post it shortly. Alrighty, may all your days be winning ones. I hope that you're going to sit tight with the XRPs. Those of you that are here for the generational wealth, $2.49. I think the upside, we're getting very close to some movement to the upside. Okay, may all your days be winning ones.